Hello everyone, this is DD1 here again on Jimmy Master Animatronics. What I have to review for you is probably the most pieced together item of a Jimmy life size you've ever seen in your life. Because this thing's been there and done that. Like this thing has been like it's been so many things. I guess I should say it that way. So this is a Jimmy life size cauldron witch, if you didn't know already, and I originally got this in like 2015 from someone that's now a pretty good friend of mine for around $20, which is a great price for her. However, she came with her fair share of issues, one of which being that when you plugged her in, she would sway constantly, and after two activations, she would start talking and the pitch would drop and she just cut out and stop working. And you have to unplug her for a bit for her to do that again. But if you left her plugged in, she would just stay swaying constantly for however long you wanted. Now, it had all of the components to it except for the fact that it had two of the same stick piece. So it had two of the bottom half, and it did not have the top half, which you can see this one clearly has. And it had the hat, original head and everything, but the mouth barely moved. And then it had the circuit board problems, and then just the fact that, there wasn't the second part of the stick. So when I actually got a 2008 because this was actually a 2009 Cauldron Witch with microphone and auxiliary and everything. I think it's the Grandin Road version. But I got a 2008 model with the box, and it worked properly. Well, not mechanically, of course, but with the circuitry and all of that. So I took the cauldron from that one, and I actually got a good stick with both halves from that. And so I used the cauldron from this for that witch, which the Jimmy fan now owns. And that one fully works, thanks to him. And so this one didn't have a cauldron anymore. Neither did she have the stick. And so she would just sit there and sway or whatever, and the circuit board problem was only going to get worse. In fact, I think it was getting worse to where she would cut out even earlier. And I don't know what caused that. This was actually a rental prop, so she was used all sorts of places a lot. And it's likely that someone plugged in the wrong adapter that was too powerful, or just something like that may have caused the issue. But anyway, so this stick and cauldron I actually bought off of eBay as spare parts, since I already had this one right here complete. So since that one was like complete and we had fixed it and all of that, this thing needed a cauldron. So I bought that. For some reason though, the hole is not big enough in there, so the stick cannot move freely, so therefore I cannot use the cauldron with her, although the cauldron function works, so she can't stir it. And the Jimmy fan, actually almost a year ago now, when I decided to fix my three witches' heads, and the 2009 ones, this one's right here, the head had a lot of issues. Like almost all the screw holders were broken. There was a big chunk of the plastic in her head that was actually missing, so extremely brittle and fragile, and the whole mouth mechanism for that thing was just in terrible shape. So he still hasn't actually been able to really get around to fixing it, because he needs to even 3D print some parts for it. And then when it comes to the circuit board work during the big collectors meetup, Max the Nimer King, another member of this channel, he actually had a cauldron witch that he had for years, but then lost parts to it, so he parted out. And I actually, through a deal, got the circuit board from him, and it's a 2010 board. And so there's no components on there for the mic or auxiliary functions, but everything else is still there. And so during the meetup, the Jimmy fan actually installed that circuit board in this witch. So this witch now works fully electronically speaking. And the head, however, is still at the Jimmy fan or Bailey's place. And I wanted to use her this Halloween, since I was trying to, use everything I have practically. And so it's like, what, how about I just go to Lowe's and buy one of the 2018 witches and get a head from that and put it on her and see how it looks. Now, so clearly this is the 2018 witch's head. And this one actually has hair that's attached to the head, not attached to a hat, and it's a different kind of hair. The only downside to it, I guess, is that there's no moving eyes, and the latex is for the neck is shorter in length, so it doesn't cover up the mechanism really at all. But I just rotated the jacks in the neck mechanism, and now the mouth moves and the eyes light up, and it's a witch head, and now she fully works. Although I can't have the cauldron plugged in because I need to like grind the hole down a little bit so that it can allow the stick to move in there. Sorry, I'm really tired today. That's why I'm like stumbling on words and stuff. But yeah, so she fully works, and she's finally together after all this time. And eventually I will get the other head back, and then she'll have eye movement and everything in the original hat and head. But for now, she is like her own kind of character because she has this different hair and slightly different face. And something cool about this one in particular is that the eyes are different, because this one looks really faded for some reason, so they even light up slightly different colors. So she's just a really unique character in my opinion. And like I said, she fully works, although there's no eye mechanism and the cauldron cannot move freely. But yeah, so I figured I would go ahead and review her as is, because I think she's a pretty cool character in my personal opinion. Like, she doesn't even need a witch hat or anything like that. And it's cool though how this is actually a 2018 item, and it's working on this 2009 life size. By now I've been talking for a while, so enough of me talking, let's get into demonstrating her, and you'll see how the eyes light up two different colors. But the mouth actually works pretty well, so let's demonstrate her.
Double, double, cauldron bubble. Come in here and you're in trouble.
So you may not have been able to see it on camera, but this is a much lighter, more faded looking color when the eyes light up. So that's really cool.
Just in time for dinner.
Whoa. The mouth's moving a lot now, because when I first got it, I wasn't moving that much. So I don't know if it's just too much power for it since the other one runs on batteries or what. So I hope it doesn't break, but it's actually moving a lot. So yeah, I'm glad I'm making the video now.
What a delicious looking person. That's right. Closer.
Yeah, you can see how it doesn't really cover up that. There's a couple more phrases.
Eye of newt, toe of bat, nose of frog, tail of cat, oil,
There's like one more.
Double, double, cauldron bubble. Come in here and you're in trouble.
Yeah guys, that's really all she does, and the mouth moves a lot on this head now, so I guess that's good. I just hope it's not like brittle or anything. And yeah, you can sort of see how her eyes are different colors right there. That really emphasizes my point. But aside from this, I mean, she looks genuine, and it's really cool how this turned out. And I will make an updated review once she has, you know, her original head back at some point. But yeah, so that's really all I have to say and show you for this item. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy.